like I was saying, I'm just going to take out the CRF150L for a quick ride, and just give you my thoughts on it. I bought this bike in January this year, and if like me you've got to go over a lot of rough stuff constantly, it's been raining here in the Philippines a lot, muddy tracks, then you're going to want to pay attention to a bike like this, because you can pretty much go anywhere on it. So to start with, just let you know that I previously owned a Honda XR150 and I've owned the XR125 as well, so I can give you a little comparison. If you're looking at both of those bikes, I can give you my thoughts on which one you should go with. Is it worth the extra money to get this CRF over the XR150? First up, obviously the CRF is 134,900 pesos here in the Philippines, and the XR150 is only around about 89,000. So you are paying a little bit more for this engine, so well, for this bike. So what do you get for the money? That's the question. Well, first up, you get the fuel injected engine, and obviously that means you haven't got any issues starting it with the carburetor in the morning, and it starts up first time every time, no issues. Fuel injection, the engine feels smoother. It is only a 150cc, but that is plenty for the Philippines for just sort of general day-to-day riding. It's kicking out about 12 brake horsepower, so not a huge amount of power there in any gear, to be honest. This bike is not built for speed, but it's got enough to go around most traffic if you want it to. You can push it to 100 kilometers an hour. I have had it up to 100 kilometers an hour, so it will do that if you want. The engine is much smoother than the XR150. The seat height is higher. The seat height of this bike is 34 inches. I have a 34-inch inside leg, and I'm 6 foot, and I can flat foot this bike, but the seat is pretty high, so you will have to try it. But yeah, for me it's okay. The height is okay. I can flat foot it comfortably. You probably, if you're an inch or two shorter than me on the inside leg, then you may have to start tiptoeing it. The tires are pretty off-road based, so when you first get on the bike it does feel a little bit tippy, but you soon get used to that, and now I'm more than used to it. In terms of the seat itself, yep, it's a basic bench seat, so it's like the CRF150 if you've ridden that. It's pretty hard after a while, but it's okay. You can ride this commuting easily. I've done sort of 100 kilometers on it in a day, but that was actually over a sort of a 2-3 hour period, and my ass was numb. But you don't buy this bike for comfort, you buy this bike because it can go anywhere. So also with this bike, as well as the fuel injection, you get that nice 21-inch front wheel, which takes in all the bumps, no problem. Salamat kuya. Yep, and an 18-inch rear, knobbly tires as I said, so you got great grip even going off-road. You also have these Showa forks, and you really do notice them. When you compare it to the XR150, you will notice the difference. They really absorb the shocks. It feels so much smoother to ride than the XR150. So if you're looking at those two bikes, and you have the extra money and you're wondering, is it worth spending the extra money on the CRF? In my opinion, yes it is. All-round better components. You've got the disc up front, and you also have a rear disc, whereas it's a drum on the XR. So again, you're looking at higher quality components all round. The dash, let me just get through here. The dash is pretty simple. You get a fuel gauge, you get your speedo, you also get your odometer, and you get a trip meter as well. In fact, you get 2 trip meters, so trip A and trip B. That's it for the dash. The mirrors are perfectly usable. You can see right over pretty good. I get a good view of what's around me, what's behind me. The riding position obviously is very upright. It's basically like it's almost like a road legal motocross bike. Gearbox is smooth. Power, as you can hear now, I'm in 5th gear, just pulling uphill, and it will go, but it's just struggling, so I just want to drop it down into 4th. Yeah, so it's a 5-speed gearbox, if you didn't pick that up already. Fuel tank is 7.2 liters, and the fuel economy on this bike, I don't have figures for you, but it lasts forever. It's really economical on gasoline. I'm finding I'm, you know, only putting sort of a couple of hundred pesos in every couple of weeks. It is so good on the fuel economy. So it's perfect for roads like this. You know, I'm going up sort of towards the mountains here from Barili, and there's gravel everywhere, there's dirt everywhere, there are big sections of the road that are basically missing. There's the horn. Look, you don't have to slow down. I do not have to slow down for these bumps at all. I can either just stand up on it or I can ride straight over them. Grip on the tires is excellent. Brakes are pretty strong as you need on a bike of this power. Overall, you know, it's if you're sort of going over, look at this road now. You see it? I don't need to slow down. I can go a bit faster if I want. I can just stand it up and go all the way to the top. Pegs are nice and wide, so when you are standing on it, there's the chicken farm, when you are standing on it, it's plenty comfortable enough. You can tuck your legs in onto the side of the tank here, and it gives you plenty to work with, plenty of grip. For roads like this, if you are sort of mixing up your use between commuting and then you want a bit of off-road fun at the weekends, and also, you know, perhaps you're going back home or going to see family in the province and you're heading up roads like this bike is ideal. Don't need to slow down. You can just absorb it all with your knees, straight over this. You know, it's comfy. It is comfy. Obviously you've got the spoked wheels as well on this, with it being off-road orientated. Just watch out here if these dogs are fighting or playing. Yeah, you've got the spoked wheels, so they absorb all the bumps nicely in the road, and it does have enough in the engine to commute and to cruise on Filipino roads if you're in the province. Obviously you ain't going to be taking this on the expressway. It's one of those bikes where you just feel comfortable taking it everywhere. It can do everything, apart from, you know, you're not going to want to tour too far on this for too long, but... And I'm going to get hit with some serious rain in a minute. I should have brought out, and that will be one of the reviews coming up, by the way, guys, is going to be the Jivi rain suits that I again bought from Team Graffiti in Manila. Thanks, guys. Shout out to Team Graffiti. They delivered it super quick. I haven't brought it with me, so I may be getting wet in a minute. But on this bike, I don't mind. If the roads are wet, the tires still grip great. The only thing that I would put in favor of the XR150 over the CRF is the price is cheaper. So what, 40,000 pesos cheaper, and also it does come with a rack. I'm not going through those puddles purely because I've got clean jeans on and I don't want to get them soaking wet. My wife may kick my ass for making her clean them again. But yeah, so overall, I mean, if you want one bike and it's not going to be sort of a big bike, you just want a bike that's well built, good components, feels solid, good fuel economy, can tackle any road that you throw at it, I can highly recommend this CRF150L. And it looks good too. It reminds me of proper motocross off-road bikes, and it makes me feel like I'm 16 again. Because I used to ride these bikes when I was 16, 17, back in the UK, and I would take them onto quarries and mines, and I would just ride them off-road there and jump them with my friends. I'm not quite so brave anymore, I'm getting old, but overall, guys, the CRF150L is a fantastic bike. There is nothing that I would change about it, apart from, for me, and I'm fairly big by Filipino standards. I'm 6 foot tall. and I weigh 82 kilograms. I weighed myself at the doctor's yesterday. I weigh 82 kilograms. So for me, I would just appreciate putting a 250 engine in it. And I've seen the new CRF150L and it looks nice. So I may at some point sell this one and get the 250. But if 150cc engine is enough for you, then there is really nothing to complain about on this bike. It's great fun. And even only with a 150 engine, you can still have fun on this. You can still spin the back wheel if you slip the clutch, rev it a bit. It will tackle anything. It's got enough torque, because it's obviously a single cylinder thumper. It's got enough torque down low to pull you up hills. And look, you know, do you want to be bringing a CBR 150R or something along roads like this? I don't want to. But this bike's built for it. This bike is built for it. It will just eat these roads up all day. It will do proper off-roading as well. I don't know anywhere to off-road here properly. But look, so you check this out now. We just got terrible roads. Mud all over the road. Big bumps, gravel. It just eats it for breakfast. It destroys these kind of roads. And now I'm getting wet. Ah! Where's my Jivvy rain suit? As I say, this is just a quick review. But I've owned it. I've bought this with my own money. I own it. I've owned it since January this year. It is now October, so I've had it for quite a few months, 9-10 months. I've put 2,000 kilometers on the clock, and yeah, no complaints. Would I buy this bike again? If 150cc engine is enough for you, then yeah, definitely. I would buy this over the XR150 all day, every day. I'd recommend it. It's a great bike. It just, the shocks on it are great. They just absorb everything. The brakes are good, the engine's nice and smooth. There's enough power for most occasions, as long as you know you're planning your overtakes and stuff. Overall, for a sort of a commuter slash do everything bike in the Philippines, I think you've got to check this one out. Would I go back to an XR150 having ridden the CRF? No. The CRF is just better all round. Whoa, I'm getting soaked. Whee! Now my foot is soaked. Never mind. It's all fun, isn't it? How old am I? 38, but really I feel like I'm 16 when I'm on this bike. Right, so I'm going to take you up to some little spot. If I find a nice little viewpoint in a minute, I'm going to stand in the rain for you guys, even though I'm getting wet. I don't mind. And then I'll just take you on a quick walk around the bike. My bike is filthy because I took it out yesterday for a bit of fun, and it's out again, and you can see that, you know, the crap on the roads everywhere. Let's go up here. I've got no idea where I'm going, by the way. I could end up in the mountains anywhere here. Oh, here we go. We're going dirt road. Let's go up. Always go high, we'll get a better view, won't we, eh? But look, it's got plenty to be going across rough stuff like this, and you can fly through it. Got no problem, just keep your hands loose. Pick a route. Oh, I don't know where we're going here. I can't tell if this is someone's private driveway or what. As long as we don't get a landslide, I'm good, aren't I? I'm just slowing down because I just want to see where I am. Other way, chicken. Why did the chicken cross the road? Because he was scared of the Honda CRF. If you just go to the left, chicken. Ah, there we go. There we go. Well, we got a nice view somewhere here. I think we're going to have a nice view in a minute. I'm going to do a walk around up here because it looks pretty... Well, that's not bad, is it, there? How's that? I think that's a bit better. The water's just on the back screen. Okay, so the 2018/19 Honda CRF150L. Lights are pretty good as well on it, actually. They light up the road plenty, so if you're having to do a commute or drive at night at all, the lights are not bad. So here is the show forks. Nice fat fork. I can't remember what size it is, but it's a good fork. It really absorbs all the impact of roads like that. In fact, you don't even notice it. And again, the 21-inch front, spoked wheel, disc brake at the front, mud guards here, which is nice. Obviously keeping the mud off you as well. There's the little 150cc engine, but it's a decent engine. Fuel injected as well. Look, he's doing these roads on a scooter, so it can't be that bad. Maybe that's all you need. Much more comfortable to do it on something like this with these tyres though. Yeah, fuel injected engine. It gives you plenty for Philippine sort of roads, country roads, rural province and everything, in the city as well. 18-inch rear. The tyres on these, I do like them off-road. They give plenty of grip. I feel like I can go as fast off-road as I can go on-road on this, possibly even faster actually. There's the seat. It's a little bit of a bench, but it's perfectly alright. You can make do. We're bikers, right? So we can make do with slightly less comfort. We're not quite as civilized. Well, I'm not. I'll speak for myself. Nice high mount exhaust. The only thing is if you want to strap luggage on, you got a high mount exhaust here. That's the heat shield, but it's pretty hot. I wouldn't want to put like tail pack or anything like that on there. Sorry, I wouldn't want to put like saddlebags, side soft luggage, soft panniers. It's going to be a tail pack and wrap around with a bungee job, I think. I have seen some people drill in here to put on a rack. That might be something worth considering. I wouldn't do it because I think it'll ruin the look of such a nice looking bike for a 150cc bike. There's the shock. It's giving you great suspension on it. It's set up pretty well actually. I feel like the setup on it as is standard is fine. I don't feel the need to adjust it. They seem to have set it up nicely. Okay, so big difference here obviously compared to the XR150. We're getting a disc brake at the back rather than a drum. 18-inch spoked wheels at the back. They've got this nice black finish on the rims, which you cannot see because it's so dirty now. So yeah, that's it. That's all there is to it. It's quite a simple bike. There's not loads of gadgets or technical stuff to talk about. It's a good, solid bike. It will do everything for you. You know, it'll take you anywhere. If you want to go on rides at the weekend and you want to feel like, well, I can go anywhere. Okay, I want to go up this path, so yeah, no worries. I'll go up this path. I know I can handle whatever it's going to give me, whatever it's going to throw at me. Yeah, no problem. This bike is the one. Okay, guys, don't forget to subscribe to my channel because I am doing a giveaway for 3 Evo helmets at the moment. Check out my other videos for that because you will see the competition and how to enter. Basically, subscribe to the channel. There's going to be more giveaways to come. I'm not going to let you in on what's going to be given away yet, but trust me, you're going to like it. Pretty much every month I'm going to give something away. So, hope you guys will subscribe. Salamat. And I'll see you on the next one. Enjoy the ride. For this video I want to do a quick shout out for my boy Mark Jerwin Arganosa. Salamat sa support, Mark. I'll do a shout out to Sarah Beth Voz as well. Thanks for sharing on Facebook, Sarah. Appreciate it. Whoa!